is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to the discussion for the Isle of Cats, which is... I'm a little bit behind because this game came out last year and I had not had a chance to play it, but I picked up a copy because it's on Kickstarter at this point in time. And to be completely honest, I was like, I don't really know what this is about. But it is another polyomino game, which I actually really like polyomino games. They're like the perfect amount of like puzzle to like pleasure, if that's the right phrasing. Like you're not overly stressed about how you're gonna fit the pieces, but still you're not just like, it's not a very obvious choice where you're just going through the motions. What do you guys think of Isle of Cats?
I liked it. It was cute.
I knew you would like it. I very much like it. Just having the cats on it as well just adds to it. Brett?
Overall, it's actually pretty good.
Oh, awesome.
Which surprises me because it includes several mechanics that I don't usually enjoy.
Yeah.
But
being of which mechanics do you not normally enjoy?
Drafting can be hit or miss.
Okay, that's fair.
Usually it works out pretty well. Polyominoes I really like.
Yeah.
My mind works well to fit things together and stuff.
Yeah, have like the puzzle aspect, and you can kind of see how they're gonna fit.
Yeah, and then go, oh crap, I can't get the one I need!
Yeah, whenever I was like, oh, this is gonna fit perfectly, and then nope, all the one tiles are gone!
The resource management, again, can be hit or miss. This one, there's really only a couple of resources to manage.
Yeah. Actually, really just one.
The fish.
I guess
and the cards.
I guess. Those aren't inherently not resources, but yes. It's still something you have to manage.
It's a minor engine builder. Very, very minor.
Yeah.
Just with the lesson cards. The public lessons, the private lessons, I usually don't like the mechanic of, oh, here's 38 points. I win!
Yeah,
at the very end.
Right.
But in this case, again, it just seems so evenly spread that...
Everyone had a really good... Yeah, like Seth had 5 cards, you had 4, I had 2, and we all were pretty...
And yours came up at the very end. Yeah. We were working on ours a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I handed you some that you...
You handed me one that was like, have exactly 5 green cats. I'm like, well, I have 4! And then you handed me another one that was draw a random tile. And I was like, I'm going to take those 2, because maybe if greens don't come out, I might get lucky and get my fifth green.
That's what I did with my 5 blue cats. I already had 5, and I was like, well, I'm done with blue cats.
So it does have a way of strategizing in that way. But it's also limited in that you can only choose 2 cards at a time, which is frustrating, but fun, too.
Could be worse. It could be 1 card at a time. Yeah. Like most drafting is, take 1 pass attack, but I want 2!
And how could I could have never gotten 2 Oshaks.
So in any event, again... does several mechanics that I don't generally enjoy better than most games.
This game has no right being as solid and as good as it is. Because when you're reading the rules and when you're understanding the game, it's like, okay, you're going to draft. All right, then you're going to draft cats. Yep. Okay, then you're going to manage fish resources. Then you're going to manage cards. Then
and baskets.
You're going to do endgame scoring as well as public objectives. It just seems like none of those things coincide together. Right. Like, especially as you're, like, if you're reading this, it's just like, oh, this phase is drafting, this phase is placing, this phase... and it just seems so, like, initially disjointed, but everything connects.
Yeah.
And in a very, very fluid way. That I... Like, because it's like a sheer perfect balance of what you normally have to manage with a lot of stuff, like the pre-planning or the future planning, like the long game, as well as trying to manage what you're doing right now. Because not only when you're drafting, and it all comes down into the drafting, honestly. And normally it's just like if you were to take 7 Wonders, for example, and you get hit with 7 cards, you're just like, all 7 of these are good.
I don't want to hand anyone.
I don't want to hand anyone any, and you have to kind of think that way. You have to think, okay, well, I'm going to take this card because that's best for me. Or if you want to hate draft, be like, fuck that person, I'm going to take it, and so they can't. But in this one...
I did that a couple of times.
Well, but
get good cards out of your hand.
You get handed 7 cards that whatever you get, every card that you played or Cat played, I never sat there and was like, wow, you only took that so I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like every card is beneficial to someone.
Yep.
Like,
of course, you didn't see the ones we threw out.
And that's the other thing. I think that's another way to keep it so you don't... Because there's only 6 Oshaks. So it's like if they were played face up, you would know, oh, you know, this... I'm going to get rid of this brown because fuck you. Yeah.
I would have had the chance.
or you can't card count.
Right.
You can't be like, oh, okay, so, I mean, if you know there's exactly this many, but you don't know if it's in the deck still or if someone got rid of it.
Yep.
But, yeah, it's amazing. You get, so when with the cards, they're so easy to understand,
Yes.
too. And it's not like you get, a book and you're just like, okay, so how does this one work? Like, it's
it works like this, unless you have this.
Yeah.
The only icons are 5 fish.
Yes.
And just indicating what the room's shapes are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, because that's exactly
And they don't mean anything. They're just, these are clustered together.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep. They will be minus 5 points if a symbol is showing.
Yep.
And I think that's fantastic. And the way that they give you ways to get common treasures just adds to the puzzle, but not in a way that it's just like, oh god, this is one more thing. You just, oh, okay, well, hey, I'm going to cover up this. I can see that's red. I'm going to cover this up with a red cat, and then take this long 3 or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. And they're all different shapes from the cats. The cats are all larger, cover
Yeah.
more area, so they're easy to see where I want to place those. Those are really space fillers.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And yet, there are ways to maximize their points because there's the public. I love the private and public, how those come out. Because once again, it comes down to, and I love card drafting, because whenever you're handed the 7, and it's like, oh, okay, this could be one of my 2. Like, I have to sit here and, okay, 9 points if I have exactly 5 red. Nope, because I don't have red, so I'm not taking that one. Or you can take one that I took earlier that was like, have one of each cat. Did I even do that? Nope, I didn't have a blue.
Yeah, you do.
I needed 3 of each color
3 of each.
to get. That was the very first private that I put down. Then I was like, I had all green, and I'm like, that's not happening.
Right.
Actually, I didn't have 2 red or 3 red either.
Yeah. No,
So-
I saw that one right off the bat and went, no.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I could probably do that. I'll do that. But then the way that these shapes come out, it's just like, well, maybe not. I'm kind of wanting to fit it all so it fits perfectly. But love how you draft the cats. Like, you're only limited by how many baskets you have. And through drafting, you can take a full hand of 7 and potentially draft a shit ton of cats. But you're not going to get any treasures. You're not going to get any anytime cards. The drafting is truly, truly fantastic. I think, honestly, the drafting, almost the polyomino kind of takes a slight back seat to all the abilities you get from drafting.
Yeah.
Or they really go...
Most of the strategies in the card drafting.
Exactly.
And fish management.
Yes.
Actually, fish management isn't really an issue, because you always get some before you have to pay for cards.
You will always get
And none of the cards
20.
are expensive enough that I felt... I never ran out of fish.
I did until the very end, but it ended up mathing out perfectly for me. Because really what I kept forgetting to do was putting out the cats before. Because whenever you get your 20, depending on how the cats lay out and which ones you want, that'll probably dictate how many cards you end up keeping.
That's true.
But I love the fact that at the end of drafting then you take your 7 and then you decide to pay. Instead of paying as you go, because then you might accidentally pay for something and be like, oh, this isn't even useful.
Or it lets you keep something out of someone else's hand.
Yeah.
When you don't have to commit to any resources to it, you just, I know I'm going to slide that one away.
Yes, exactly. Kat, what do you think about all this, all the laying out, any issues, any...
No. I think the only layout issue I had is that every once in a while, like, I was getting a little weirded out by how the planks naturally ended versus where the white lines ended. And I would be like, oh, no, wait, sorry, no. Like, that was
The
literally...
planks.
Yeah, if you look at the fucking board every once in a while, like,
Yeah,
you
there's
see
like a
like
split
a darker...
plank in the middle.
Like a darker brown leads into a lighter brown, just natural.
I
progresses.
kind of see where you're saying.
So I would be like, oh wait, no, it doesn't go that way. But that's like the most minor complaint that I have. Design-wise, everything is really good except for some of the symbols.
There are a few symbols that you literally cannot see.
They get a little lost, which
It's
is
true. They're black on really dark.
Yeah, it happens. I like polyomino games a lot, so I really liked it.
There's nothing about this game because we played a game. What was it called? It was some generic ass polyomino game, Cosmic Colonies.
Yes, I was gonna say. I was like, it was
so
related.
fucking like think of the most generic space theme you can think of, and it's double as generic as that.
Yeah.
It should have just been a white sheet of paper. But each tile, there was only a limited number per player. And that one was like, oh, okay, I'm going last. Cat goes, takes that one. You go, take that one. Well, I guess I can't take the only one that'll fit in my board. Right. And I absolutely despise it because it's like, well, I guess I'm just going to get fucked because there's a limited number. Mm-hmm. Here, I mean, really, you're only limited by... Yeah, I mean, people can draft and take something that you might need, but just how much freedom you have with the cat layout,
and the fact that we're all looking at different goals after the first or second turn.
Yeah. True.
So we're not trying to draft the same things and just jockeying for position.
Yeah, because I don't think there was ever really a time that... The only time I was like trying to compete was whenever I played the card that moved cats over, and Cat was like the only one at the time I played that she had a orange, and I'm like, okay, well I'll move that and make it more expensive. But really, it's like, oh no, I got 20 fish. I can still pay for it.
Yeah.
And that didn't really hurt as bad.
Yeah.
It's just really nice that there's nothing about this game that is cutthroat. Because I always I love games where there's score sheets.
Yeah.
Like, I love end of game scoring. They're way less disheartening than a track. Because if someone has like a runaway lead, then it's like, well, why am I even trying?
Anymore.
Yeah, it's like I gained 5 points and you're already at 60. No, there's endgame scoring. You're at 60 and I'm at 5. I'm not getting 55 points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And here has the perfect balance of both endgame. Because then you have the public objectives that come out. Which is real. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen a game where you like normally it's like, oh, shuffle these public objectives like Sagrada. Shuffle these, and then these are the ones that everyone can go for.
Right.
Those come out if players decide to do them. You may never have any public objectives.
Yeah.
Or you might have one where it's like, well, I'm the only one who has red, and so you play that at the end, and it's like, I'm the only one capitalizing off of it.
Yeah. But you can't hold on to them either, strategically. If you have them in your hand, you have to play them that turn.
Yeah, oh, you're right, yes. Yes, you do.
But if it comes up at the end, then you, like, I handed you a couple that ended up being worth something.
Right, yeah, I was like, ooh, thanks!
I wanted to keep others more.
Yeah.
And I made that decision, and I don't feel bad about it.
It got me 3 more points.
Yes!
No, it got me...
You're welcome.
Like 7 more points. But... Actually, no, you gave me 9 points, because I had exactly 5 green. But what's also cool about that is I was handing cards to both of you that I was like, these just cost a lot. So if you decide to keep them, that's just going to cost you more fish. And I'm still going to have enough that I can rescue enough cats because I just have the fish available. Yep. And, oh, look at all these 3 that are exactly what I need. Or all these treasures, which are perfect. They just stay there. And you have cards that you pay for to get them and they're worth 3 points. And it's just another freedom. You're not only limited by the cats, you have so many ways to fill up your boat. Being a common treasures, rare treasures, or the Orthox. I don't know what these are like, having them on my boat. They, for some reason, never went to me. I didn't have the catnip to get them over there. Also gotta say, absolutely think it's adorable using the box to have a cat set up. That is just so fucking cute.
It's a cat box.
And
it literally is. Like
I don't know if there's like a reason that they made it look like a Target. But I'm not saying that to
so
launch your cat
at
it. No, but I keep seeing things on where like if you put a circle on the floor or like a square or anything that looks like something the cat might go into, the cat will go into it.
Yeah.
So I think that's cute too.
I don't know. I think it's just.
They went to the drop.
I think it's just a target.
It's also a target, so again, you can launch your cat at them.
Well, because I mean, that's just the perfect theme. Because I mean, I even showed pictures of Link when I was organizing how he just gets in and lays down in it, and Zelda sat in it for a little bit.
Good girl.
And then because Link was like, "Get me the fuck out of here! This is a setup."
Yeah, he's like,
I put him on, and I'm like, "What are you doing on the table?"
He's like, "I knew it."
Yeah, so I am absolutely floored with just how solid this game is. So and I mean, I have a few Polyomino games, and I've played a few Cosmic Colonies, which was just
so good.
Ass. It was so. The only interesting thing about was the card. They had some card drafting, but it wasn't anywhere near as good as this. But we've played A Feast for Odin, which is like the penultimate, like fucking polyomino game. Indian Summer is polyomino. That one's not bad. Then there's the 900 other generic ones, like what is it, Spring Meadows and I always forget the other. There's just the
Cottage Garden,
Patchwork, and then Patchwork.
His whole series,
pretty much Uwe Rosenberg's whole series. I feel like I have. There's probably like one more that I'm forgetting about because there's just a bunch of them. My City is a polyomino legacy game.
Oh yeah.
Not bad. Very quick. It's pretty good. So it's a theme that I enjoy. Did the cat theme work out for you? Because I remember you saying that you're like this didn't need to be it.
Yeah, I will say, as I was reading through the rules, I said, there's nothing about this that says cats to me. Yeah. It just seems like, it's pandering to people who love cats, which is totally fine. But for me, I just played it abstract.
Sure.
I didn't care about the cats. I didn't ooh over them or anything like that.
I would
but that's
love
me.
to see...
I just got rid of my cat, so it's not that I'm a hater. It's just that it doesn't speak to me.
Yeah.
But the people it does speak to you, it's a huge thrill. I get it.
Yeah. Now I will say there is a story. Like they actually did give it a theme. Like, city legends have always told of a fabulous island where a race of ancient, wise, fierce, and playful cats made their home. Recent scouts from Squall's End have revealed that it is real, but it is threatened by the approaching armies of Vesh Darkhand, who will stop at nothing to destroy the island and the rest of the world. Trees will burn and the ancient rocks will be broken, but there's a chance that these noble creatures can be saved. There you go. So
that's
the ones
why who ran off from the field got ganked.
No, remember I said they formed gangs. And they actually, they're
back.
like they're the cats from Monster Hunter. Like they have little pirate caps on, scars, and an eye patch.
They had to
and then Vesh is like, all right, let's burn this. Little cat with its claw comes up.
One of them does the cooking animation.
Yeah, or one just walks up and just like takes out and just right in its jugular, and it's dead. He's dead now. But it is nice that yes, this is essentially an abstract, but
I give him a lot of points for creativity and consistency.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, it's not like this game is speaking campaign or story or anything, but it is a unique theme. Like,
I want
it's
to
definitely
see
better
the
than fucking
dog
Mars.
version. Give us the dogs.
What's the opposite of an isle? The studio apartment of dogs.
Lagoon.
The lagoon of dogs.
What is the actual? What is an isle?
It's an
Per
island.
se.
You feel smart. You feel smart asking that question.
Peninsula of dogs.
Yeah, the Valley of Dogs.
Valley of
There
Dogs.
There we go. I got it.
No, I walk
they would get
through
the
the
copyright
Valley of
problems.
Dogs. I shall fear no
It's the
evil.
exact same game. Instead of a boat, it's a wagon.
See, they could do that.
They very much could, and
They could do that just by getting a different printer. Just by getting a different printing of the exact same game, and a whole bunch of other people would buy it and love it.
That's true.
A boat of good boys, that's what they could call it.
And instead of
And Cthulhu.
Yeah, you're collecting little monsters.
instead of the target where the cat can sit in it, it comes with like its own stake and leash, and then you just stab the dog.
box.
You stab the box, and
It's
then
actually a sacrifice.
and then you chain the dog to it.
Oh my god.
Now this game is absolutely fantastic. I mean, even the board layout works out, and like it was I mean, because the board is the same, like how where
layouts.
the room layout, but where the treasures are different,
And the rats.
Yep. And they are double sided, so which is very nice. Like this one has some flying koi fish.
Was there a slight change of rules on the other side? I didn't remember.
That's right. This is family mode.
Oh, okay.
So if the family mode, there are no points for rare treasures, and there are no public lessons.
Okay.
So it's still rats, rooms, cat families, and your lessons.
I just feel like public lessons sounds like I'm going to teach you a public lesson.
Looks like someone's a little lost. I like to lick a lemon lollipop in Lilyhammer. Everything about this game works wonders. I have absolutely zero qualms with anything. I think it is the polyominoes, yes, it's still the exact same. Like, every polyomino, game has these shapes. But how they went about scoring points using families to increase... I mean, if you got 10 of the same color to touch one another, then that is 40 points.
Yeah, so it's not just placement. It's also grouping.
Yep. This massive deck. Like there was never. It's just with this is it blows my mind so much with how the randomness of this, because normally with games like this, the chance of people top decking and be like, wow, okay, I wish I had that fucking 50 points for having this card or something.
Yeah.
If you have if you like furries, 30 points and you off yourself. It's just, there's so many games that are like that are an instant turnoff for me, where it's like, you didn't do better than me, you got lucky with your hand of cards.
Okay.
Even Cat getting the Oshaks over and over, I was never like, I wish I could fucking get one. Those are worth 20 points apiece. You know, they could have easily just done something shitty like that.
Okay.
Like not every other game, but like some games that I'm just like, they make me so mad. And it just doesn't do that. Like, it just doesn't do that.
Okay, so can I bring up a possible negative then?
No.
Sure.
Just for fun. And it's a genuine question because I honestly don't know. So, preface this by saying build quality, art quality, again, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, not overdone, still playful and fun. But I have never packed this game away into a box. Is it well organized, or because it's got a bunch of different shapes and a bunch of different sizes?
The way that the box comes completely empty. There is no insert.
Okay. All these are punched out.
All these are punched out because you put every color, every rare treasures, and every color besides the Oshaks in this massive bag.
Right.
This nice, rip it. This horrible bag.
It's canvas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it all fits in here, and then you just pull the drawstring. Then it came with bags that you just put the deck in, and then the fish permanent tiles. These have their own bags. So it's just a few bags of
no inserts or
no insert, nothing that you have to try and like. It
wouldn't work in this anyway.
They could have if they did they could have done a game trays where but actually no, you're right, because then they would have had to have individual. You could have, I guess, because like oh okay, yep, these. Well,
but then it gets hard to put away.
Yeah, it'd be annoying. So they just probably went for okay. All you do is take these. You have a bag for the common treasures, and then you just these all go right back in here, and it's already pre-shuffled.
Perfect simplicity.
Like that's already pre-shuffled.
Yep.
And you just fold these, and that's that. Excellent. So yeah, I mean, storage solution. It's not a problem in any way.
Cool.
And this is fantastic. So you guys have anything else? Scale of 1 to 10. We'll start with you, Kat.
Hell, fucking yeah! I'm gonna give it a ding old. I truly had no complaints other than a few aesthetic things. I'm gonna give it a 10.
10. Damn.
For Isle of Me.
For the Isle of yours is by K.
The Isle of.
Yours and you're Catherine. Yeah, and it's not even a Catherine with a C.
That's actually what Cats is short for. It's for Catherine.
The
Catherine's.
It's the abundance of Catherines. It actually comes with the John Green book. Brett.
I'm a Hank Green fan. Thank you very much.
I have a hard time giving anything a 10, but I really cannot think of anything wrong.
It kind of comes down to personal preference, then.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll call it 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it honestly, I was thinking 9 because I'm like, still, it is polyominoes, but damn, they just give you that perfect level of puzzle to satisfaction. So many options.
Multiple layers of puzzle too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where you place them, how you place them, how you interlock them, and what ones you put together.
Exactly, and not sitting here feeling like the heaviest Euro, where you're just like,
if I do that,
if I do this, okay, then I'm gonna have to.
Then in 3 moves, I'm gonna have to.
Exactly. There is literally none of that, and yet it all flows so easy. Yep. I was initially gonna say that the game might feel a little too long, but I think they had it perfect with the 5 rounds, because then you just move that over and it's like, oh, okay, time to score.
Yeah.
There's no weird like, oh, I did this, so now it's you guys get one more round, and it's like I wasn't even prepped for that. Right. And then just the sheer balance of that deck with the drafting, the multi-use card. I mean, they're not multi-use, but it's just like you draw them, and these are the ones I'm keeping. Got to pay for those, and then I also got to make sure I can pay to get some cats. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 10 as well. So
cool.
It's been a while since we've given. Actually, I think that's the first 3-way 10. No,
for us, yeah.
Sleeping Gods. I think, got 10s.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't remember if you gave it a 10. Yeah, I don't think you did either. So, never mind.
Minor.
But yeah, so that is our thoughts on the Isle of Cats. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.